Good morning, good morning, good morning. Those of you guys on YouTube. Oh, that's right. I can't go live on TikTok. That's okay. Okay. Go ahead and share this link really quick. I'm Mucinex and Afrin. So not TMI, but I'm in the it's drying up, so that way I can start coughing. Winter, yesterday I tagged, I don't know if you got, good morning, Winter. I was trying to get in touch with you yesterday.
Negotiator says talks with Russia resume discussing ceasefire and withdrawal of troops. That's from Reuters now.
Sorry, my chest, it's hurting.
S&P futures ticking higher here.
I was on live, as well. I'll DM you. All right, so that should help the market. Good morning, good morning.
CEA Industries naming a new CFO, Charlie Echo Alpha Delta, CEAD.
Again, guys, I'm sure you guys can hear it. My lungs are a little weak, so I'm coughing. I have a productive cough, so I'll be over it soon. This is a repeated process for your boy, so there's that 35.2 negative gamma. Yeah, right. Exactly. Alrighty, so share this really quick. All right. Is that legit? Yeah, that's legit. There's more talks. So, all right. Just really briefly, guys. U.S. stock index futures were a little changed, of course, ahead of the start of the Federal Reserve's two-day policy meeting. European shares slumped. Asian equities mostly ended in the red. Rising COVID-19 cases in China hurt sentiment. Oil rose against the dollar in hopes of progress and peace talks between Ukraine and Russia. You don't have to be so damn loud, dude. Jeez. Harley. Okay. So yeah, the euro rose against the dollar in hopes of progress and peace talks between Ukraine and Russia. Oil extended losses, sliding to a 2-week low on demand concerns. Gold fell over 1% as U.S. Treasury yields surged. The producer of price data of February is scheduled for release later, obviously. Quick headlines. Obviously, we have talks. It's probably a huge factor there. Inflation surge, war cloud, Fed interest rates trajectory. New economic projections from the Federal Reserve this week will show how far and how fast policymakers see interest rates rising this year in the first test of the impact of the Ukraine war and surging inflation on the coming shift in U.S. monetary policy. Tesla raises prices for second time in days on rising costs. Tesla raises price in China and United States for the second time in less than a week after CEO said that the U.S. car maker was facing significant inflationary pressure in raw materials and logistics. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back.
QLGN Collagen extends research agreement with University of Toledo Research Foundation on RES program that's Quebec Lingala November. SNPX synoptogenic to present research highlighting potential drugs applicability for lead compound roastatin at Alzheimer's and Parkinson's conference. That's
Ooh.
Sandy November Papa X-ray SNPX.
All right. Boeing 737 MAX jet headed for China completion plant. Delta and United raise revenue forecast on travel recovery, which unfortunately, obviously, it's not probably great. We'll see how that impacts travel, leisure. But of course, the continuation of a conflict over there is not going to make that any easier on them. So, all right, so obviously economic calendar for today is we already had the core PPI and PPI, or excuse me, yeah, there it is. So it came in at the forecast. Actual was 0.2 and the forecast was 0.7 on core PPI. You've got nothing really except for net long-term transactions, or tick, and pretty much everything else coming in tomorrow. Atlas on here yet? Rainy? I don't think they're on here yet. Jake, did you change your photo to Jake from State Farm? Can you guys hear me okay? I'm really sorry that you guys have to listen to me right now. All right, so really quickly, jeez, please. mRNA. I talked about this setup on the 15-minute yesterday at the end of the day, and it gapped up. So somebody asked me in the Discord whether I thought this would be good for a quick play, both up or down. Yeah, I do. I think it's good below 155.65 to flush the rest of your gap, 150. And I think that above, right, 160.65. So you have a range, whether you see it or not, you have to mark it, and that's 160. You have 161 too, but why am I marking that? You've got 1, 2 candles sitting up on top of that mark. And here. And then right here. So not only do we bounce, right? We retest, giving extra verification to that level. It's also a breakout retest level there. So mRNA has a great range. So I would set the range on mRNA this way and then take it from there. And then from there, and something that was a little disappointing because they had a gap at 160 I should have targeted. But there is a gap way up there at $200. And given the setup on the 4-hour, right? It's kind of that falling wedge, really nice. Candle close, doji above there. So a gap fill, be fine, but really you could bounce and finish with a hammer candle if you finish above 163. So, wow, your hair looks beautiful. Oh my goodness. She's got her first little double ponytails. They're so beautiful. Did you see them in the mirror? You want to go look in the mirror? Go look. Go look. Oh, not right now. Andy's working right now. I love them though, Ellie. It looks so cool. You like them? Cool. See you in a little bit, baby. um. Anyway, that's mRNA. It's gonna be on the watch list today. Snapchat, of course. Now, I think today's good for a bounce, regardless, because we did fall yesterday. That being said, Snapchat has a move down to 2650, which is part of the gap fill. It's a level that I have marked out here as well. From there, I would look to see a bounce and or you fill your gap, bounce, and then climb up and retest. So the level here is $30, but $29.90 is worth watching. So keep your eyes on that. Also, there's a gap up there at $33.50. So if this does end up being a falling wedge pattern, and we do see, because if you guys remember my target, my initial target was right here, and I explained why. 1, 2 big bounces off of that level, and so we've hit that level, and we should anticipate a bounce. And you guys see the first level that we bounce here, also the top of supply. Our demand, excuse me, is 2970 and 2990. So Apple. So we took calls on Apple. Obviously with the risk. I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm gonna go ahead and basically call 150. So we could pop down and hit 150. We'll be watching for a bounce there. The overall setup on Apple has me relatively confident that we'll see a bounce. And with that, there's a small gap at 154.50. We're already in position, but do not be scared. I don't know if I'm like, probably my brain's not gonna be working like 100%, considering I can't even breathe 100%. So I'm not trying to go like high speed today. But if you are, or if you're trading, I would say this is good to add. And obviously there's a couple of key levels. This is a huge one. That's 156. And then this small gap that I just talked about, that's 154.80. So keep those levels in mind for that retest today. And then finishing above or around those levels is going to let us know whether or not we can take this to the upside. So I hate that I sound like I'm dying right now. Just try not to like cough super hard so I don't like blow your. My lungs are killing me, man. I'm talking quiet, so like the vibration of my voice doesn't like tickle my lungs and cause me to go into a coughing spree. Like that. It's just like tickles. Can I look at BA? Yes. You gotta chill on the crack Potter. I can't, man. And why did two people both post crack memes at the same time? I'm hurt now. It didn't just come from one direction, so I It came from 2. It hurts. Hurts. What am I just affirm? Yeah, let's look at it in just a second. It is 9:25, so I'm gonna just look at a couple, but depending on the, I'll chart and look at some stuff as we get going. You guys just let me know what you're watching, but okay, I see it. I see a pennant on Boeing, so watch for Boeing to give you a potential climb to 182.10. From there, this is a pennant. This is the third. You'd be looking for another rejection, and then you'd be looking for a break of 175 to the downside out of a bearish pennant. So, yes. All right. Also, just to remind you guys, I am holding CCL. All right. If you are in CCL and you're not liking it, it's gonna. I'm holding it long, but I also have a good idea of where I want to cut this, and it's basically right above this 1787 level. If it does at that point, then obviously it's just a cut and a re-enter later on for a possible retest of 19. But so just go ahead and mark out like 1785, 1790. If you climb up there, then I would just go ahead and cut. Otherwise, below 1869 is a hold. So, okay, Seven the Apprentice. Oh, you came back to that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I would have said the same thing. Um. Oh my God, Affirm. Jeez Louise. Somebody's net worth. What? I would say 25, man. I mean, a good bounce and a retest of 3288 is the nearest level above you, but and I think I see a gap, but yeah, that's really about it. I see a gap, so maybe set an alert at like 29, and then you can play that gap, but yeah, it's not looking super beautiful. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna pull up everything.
YMC headline from Bloomberg now. Hyperloop said to plans to offering as early as Tuesday. Company announcing prospectus related to an offering of up to $500 million that was earlier. So tell Yankee Michael Charlie.
Really sorry. Tesla. I'm gonna go over it just because I know some of you guys play Tesla. Channel. Tesla. Channel pop. Looking at 800 obviously for a retest. You've got a downtrend here. So at the top, right there, 200-day EMA confluence. Lull between Russia, obviously, the tensions could allow for the market to bounce. I do have this support. So Tesla retest that 766, 76. You flush, you lose it. 750.
Less than 1 minute to the U.S. market open.
You're gonna want to look for around a 750 retest. 750 retest for Tesla. Above, after that bounce, looking for that 796 retest for Tesla. So. All right. I will let you guys know what I take. mRNA, again, if you guys are taking that one, I'm watching it. Just to throw this one off there, Facebook has a big gap too. So I will keep my eyes peeled on this one, as it does have a gap all the way at 195. 195. So keep your peels eyed on that. What the hell? What would I do here on a firm? Trim exposure, possibly. I'll tell you guys if I add the Apple.
Diagnostics announcing authorization for a $30 million share buyback. Charlie Oscar Delta X-ray CODX.
If I add to Apple, I'm gonna take the 155 call. You could do this week. Obviously, if it's within your risk and you have hotkeys and all that good stuff, but you're gonna be safer with a March 25th. I'm gonna go ahead
Diagnostics at $5.28 up
and I'm gonna take
about 5% now.
I'm gonna take one 155 call here for next week. 155 call for Apple. It's just the first entry on what could end up being multiple entries, but if we do bounce and go towards that gap. But I just bought that call for 155 for about 240. My stop loss, all right, those of you guys watching with me, my stop loss for this contract, you can set your own. There's a tight stop loss of 150.50, and then there's my stop loss of 150.21. Candle close. Facebook 188 pounds. Oh, I got 189, but yeah, 188 is also a great level to bounce. Watch that 188 pounds for Facebook.
All diagnostic shares hitting $5.52.
Moderna.
$47. Charlie Oscar Delta X-ray. CCL, Princess Cruises, announcing new fleet deployment plans through 2023, April 2023.
As the first target on Apple's 154.63. Can you guys hear me okay?
Australia cruising plans to resume with Coral Princess in June of 2022. New deployment plans for the U.S. with return to Oakport cruising.
Guys, CCL is moving to the upside.
San Diego in September.
You guys see the resistance? Make a choice that works for you. I'll signal if I take one.
Popping here on that news. $17.68. That's FCEL.
Wait, what? What? Whoa! What the fuck did he just say to me? Chill. Oh, they announced some shit. Hold on one second. Announces new fleet deployment plans through April 2023. New fleet. All right, guys. Take a call to hedge now, right? $18 call now for this week. I'm gonna take one now. Taking one now. I'm gonna watch and see if it rejects. If it rejects, cut the puts. Leave the call. Watch it go to 1825. All right, I'm getting ready to cut the March 25th call first. March 25th, or put, excuse me, for 1650. That's going to get cut first. I'm watching to see what we do here. Okay. JD does have a gap to the upside. Watch that gap, 45.50. 45.60, excuse me. Facebook is dumping. Nice. Anybody take that put play? Anybody take that down? You can see how calming it is to watch the 15-minute on Apple. Freshly cut flowers over at Bubbling Brook. Neo's at $14. Get real. Not my Neo, not my problem. Wow. Look at that. The whole car accident right there. Pun intended. Nice job, Warlord. I love when I hear you guys taking your own stuff. All right. CCL 1650s are gone. CCL 1650 March 25th puts are gone. I'm holding the April 1st. This is just what I'm doing, guys. I have an $18 call. And I have the April 1st $16 put. 8 minutes left in this 15-minute candle here for Apple. Apple right now we're down 4%. If you got in at the same time as I did. Look at Neo with that rejection. Opinion on VXX. Great bounce on a firm. You said you were short, right? So this is what I was suspecting. Off of that, so this is an hourly 9-day moving retest as well as a key level 2765. Above this level, I think that it's worthwhile to look into a move up to 2947. Otherwise, you are going to be looking for a rejection here. Why Bitcoin moving? Bitcoin's not moving. Moderna is flushing the gap. Damn, you swung heavy on CCL. Do you cut the whole position or? Oh, that's a whole market. Got you. Okay. I thought you were talking about for CCL. I was like, oh god. All right. So Apple right now, guys, is the premiums aren't bad. Everything looks the same right now. Everything does, and everything is pulling back. Um, yeah. So let's let this candle close. Damn, Moderna, that was a good flush. Did you guys take that gap to the downside on Moderna? I will cut the CCL weekly call below 1761. Oh, Moderna. Sheesh. I have 150, 125, 100, 110. Oh my god, Liberty. Jeez, dude, you're like a whole hedge firm over there, dude. Yeah, I think we can bounce on mRNA. Guys, not feeling super confident in Apple's 5-minute candle close here. 15-minute candle close not looking good either. It was a good swing, but it's probably not going to work out, and that's probably due to wait for data. Because I'm not feeling a whole lot of. See what's moving a lot. Neo moved. HYMC. I don't know what the fuck that is. Lava's at 75 bucks. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, you dumped. You took coin down. All right, I'm cutting Apple, guys. Cutting Apple for $15 loss. No big deal. No big deal. You can cut the swings too. What's up? Oh, all right. And I'm not upset about it, guys. It's all good. It's all good. That's exactly what you want to do. Set a stop loss. Enter when you see the move that I did nothing wrong there. And I had to learn how to review my own trades like that and quit being a jerk to myself because, like, at some point, you can't, as long as you did what you were supposed to do, you did everything by the book, you're good. So cut your loss. It could bounce. And what we'll do right now is we'll take Apple back up above 152. There is a level there, right? So there's this level that we bounce off of. There's also this small level here. That's the one we just rejected. So the one that we fought and lost is the one that we're probably going to want to look forward. Now, there is a downside target right now, 140.4975. I don't really have that. Like, that doesn't feel like a really good play for me. So I'm not going to take it, but yeah. Okay, CCL rejection. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that call. I'm out of CCL. Calls. I'm holding the puts. Neo down, Apple down. Facebook still has more down. Snap. Shit. All right. How's everybody doing this morning so far? Are you guys still in fuel cell with me? All right. Oh, why? Oh, you're holding Apple? Okay. Jesus, Neo. Oh, my God. I was going to take Apple. Or, damn, Bob was dumping too. I kind of want to take Snap puts right now. I don't know what this music is, but it's pretty ethereal. It's pretty intense for trading. haven't taken anything yet besides the Apple play that I cut and the CCL call to hedge, but I feel like I'm being baptized. Oh my god. Homie. My boy took a position in fuel cell. Dude. What the I'm sorry. Is that yours? For real? Oh, that's right. Damn. Neo, what the fuck? Excuse my language. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Watch mRNA to bounce at 143. Dude, these things are getting crazy. I can't short support. That's why I'm not in Apple. But damn, y'all. I want mRNA to die. What are you guys in? Fuel cell's still dumping? I'm not even looking at it right now. Holy shit, that's amazing. Air high five, everybody. Let's go. So the difference between day trading, even swing trading, and just knowing that like a stock is gotta dump soon. So fuel cell had to dump soon. There was no reason for it to be going up, especially it was just running off of plugs juice. And I don't know if you guys know anything about power. You can't do that. It's illegal. You can't steal someone's juice. I'm blown away by Neo. I can't believe this is a $13 stock now. You said Facebook is? I'm looking to take Snap right now. I think I'm going to add to, but I do feel the sneaking suspicion that everybody's going to start running it down. Hmm. Oh, fuel cell. Get into it, dude. Yo, 526 on fuel cell, guys. I absolutely love that you guys are making money on those right now. That's that. Those are those, and so the contracts that are shorter in expiration, like troopers, like one at a time. Boom, boom. Especially with you, like I mean, obviously this is your account. You got fucking. Oh my god, you got 40 puts. So you know you could trim, obviously. Please, could you please? No. No, you're not gonna say please. You're gonna say please. Say please, because you did break in. You broke in like a little bandit. All right, sit for a second. Okay. Why is your dress so wet? Why is it wet? You got water? Huh. What you doing right now? It's your bed. Turn it on. Put my glasses on. Yeah, you do. Oh, it's your daddy. Thank you. I put your bracket on. Wait, please. Put your bracket on. Yes. Yay. Just a second. CCL did bounce. I'm gonna wait and see if it breaks back up. So this is a retest of the rejection. No. Daddy. Like this. Yeah, you like chilling like that? That's why I haven't taken anything. I'm waiting. We're all at support. You know, just because we're gap filling doesn't mean we can't turn it around. So for you. Russian ambassador to United Nations says Russia to stop invasion when goals of special operation are achieved. Do you hear that? Yo, no way. Russian ambassador to United Nations says Russia to stop invasion when goals of special military operations are achieved. What the hell is even that, my guy? Okay. Um God, dude, and I know this is exactly kind of like what they want you to get a little emotional, but boy, I would punch that guy right in the face. I'd Putin him right in the face. I repeat, VXX halted. That's scary. I'm in mRNA March 25th, 125. Put bought yesterday was at 161. I regret not buying the 135 strike. That's okay, Jimmy. Just remember that next time. I think some people also think that lower amount of money is lower risk. Obviously, yeah, if you're outside of the money and you're in a weekly, you could get slapped hard. But at the end of the day, um, if you have good time, which way did it halt? That's my question. OPEC says OECD oil stocks in January were 280 million barrels below the 5-year average. Oil stocks fell by 3.1 million barrels in January to 2.68. I Am Cannabis closes 3 strategic acquisitions in Israel, vaulted around 11.77 million. I tell you what, guys, on CCL, if we do end up breaking back out, I thought we were going to get a clean rejection here to go fill that gap. If we do end up breaking out, you guys are welcome to just cut. It's up to you. So, wait, Atlas, are you on right now? No, they're not. All right. This is where I want to see a rejection for Snapchat. SPY retest 420. CAVL penny stock moving to the upside right now. New highs $2.27. iPath VIX short-term futures halted again on the circuit breaker, or is that just late news? Why? I'm not taking anything. I feel like crap, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I want something. I want something. A good setup. We're in fuel cell. That's making money. SQ. Yeah, if you guys see anything, let me know. Oh shit. Sheesh. That one's got a good level. Break above 98.18. And should see yourself a 99. Volatility being halted for volatile. I'm gonna use that as a line in my TikTok video. Today, VXX, which is a volatility index, was halted for being too volatile. That's what I should start doing. Is I should start doing like stock headline, like Kayla Scan. I love her page though. She makes me laugh. Watch mRNA. I got my eyes peeled on it. 150.65, and I'll take it with you guys. Maybe light entry. SOXL semiconductor bull shares are moving to the upside. What do we got? AMD. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I apologize. Be careful, guys. Stay on your toes. SQ's looking good to the upside that night. There may be a $100 retest there for you. I mean, that's got a good setup. AMD new high. Yeah, 103.83. NVIDIA. I want to know what you guys are in. Let me know so I can talk to you guys or look at it for you guys. Let me know. I'm being careful right now, using my own risk management. Go with my gut. All right, you guys are in Facebook. Cool. I can watch Facebook. I'm in NVIDIA. Gotcha. Okay. So Facebook's still got that bear flag thing. You still got the remainder of a gap left. You could take that for another short. I would say 188.77 might tap. But watch that thing to flush down at 187.75. Yeah, and then you can watch that to the downside. But otherwise, recovery comes above 189. So yeah, weird already. You said Microsoft. I have that on my other screen right now. That one still has a gap, correct? Yes, it does. Okay. Watching that one for sure. This one does also have a resistance. Go to March 11th, run a downtrend on the 5-minute to March 15th's high of today, and you'll see exactly where you need to break. You need to break above 182. 182 on Microsoft. You've got a trip up to 183.21 and then a potential push to 185. I'm really tempted right here. Hold on one second. So I'm pulling up Facebook, and I may do this on my main account, y'all. Um, I may scalp Facebook down, maybe like a 20 lot, which I haven't done in a minute. Um, might hit the 182 or 185s to the downside. And I think I'm going to leg into a few of those below the 9 and targets 186.61. The only thing that scares me is obviously the divergence. Yeah, semiconductors are moving. We've got mRNA close to my target 143. Facebook is diverging. All right, legging in. One little tiny leg right here. Legging in. Quarter position of Facebook. Leg it in here. First drop, 187. 187. Scalpers, scalping. If you're scalping with me or trading with me. Taking the stop, see the little whole ribbon indicator right there. If you pop right back above it and you candle close right there, that's 188.15. I'm out. So, and I may have taken something that could be in a consolidation pattern. We're gonna find out here shortly. So, is it this, right? Does it bounce back up and go and retest 188.50? We'll see. That's why it's a leg in. I'm legging in. There we go. Candle close that. We're gonna leg in again. Repeat that, Potter. I'm short on Facebook. I am short, guys, on Facebook. Short. Okay, no chance to leg in again. Thanks, Facebook. Okay, all right. Yuck. All right, getting ready to. I'm gonna cut at my target just because I'm scalping. Regardless of the lot, it's the technicals. I'm operating like a robot. And give me my money right now. And I'm out. Boom. Whee! That was fun. Wow, I haven't done that in a minute. Damn, I haven't done that in a minute. Sheesh. I've been on this small account for so long. I haven't done that. Oh my god. I sound like squeaky souls right now. I sound like a basketball court. You could go lower on Facebook if you're still holding Facebook. Watch 186 even. Oh, sorry. I just was upside is over. Sounded so dark. Microsoft's next. Microsoft's next. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sketchy though. This one's a little bit sketchy because Microsoft, out of all stocks, guys, is if you watch Microsoft, sometimes it will show you before SPY shows you that there's going to be a reversal. It is like one of those stocks that people beeline for immediately. Like it just gets bought. Probably because it's one of the best stocks on the market, just technically, fundamentally. I don't know what SBFB is. Also, Bumble, BMBL is moving to the high right now. Damn, my lungs are like, chill out, just quit talking. 22.45 on Bumble. It's the only level that I see. Watching Microsoft right now. Can hear you getting better as I make a good trade. Probably my adrenaline or my the brain juice. It doesn't make my lungs feel better. QCOM. Got you. Snapchat still in play. Where's Snap at? Sneed, you short that with me, by the way? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. Cool. QCOM's got you see a falling wedge? I do too. QCOM 142.80. 142.80. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I've been like trying to hold it in for a minute. I have to go cough. I'll be right back. I know that's a weird request. Request. All right, I'm losing it. Request. Hold on, I gotta go do that really quick. So I cough really hard on. Bro, I feel like I got pulmonary edema or some shit. Is that when like the skin of the lining of your lungs separates or something like that? Pulmonary embolism? Is that what that is? I'm not a doctor. No. It's like idiot. I was just kidding. I don't know. It's very bad. Okay. I just get those terms from the commercials when they're listing all the side effects off. Like pulmonary embolism. Okay, that's gonna sound good later on. I'm just kidding. My dad told me that like a long time ago. I told him my lungs were hurting and because I was sick, just like I am right now. It was like maybe it's a pulmonary embolism. He was joking. It's not funny, but he's an EMT, so I think he's kind of like desensitized to that kind of joke. So, did anyone get those VXX calls I signaled yesterday? No, heck, but you're yo, dude. Pulmonary edema. Oh, that's who would do that? Why would you do that? I'm just kidding. Yo, heck, you've been crushing it, my guy. Where's your cut point on the video? Got you. Well, first of all, where'd you get in? Um, how much are you up? How much are you in? That would be my first questions. If you can throw that out there for me, because I can tell you what I would do. Because I think so. Nvidia is going to retest. You're going to pull back, and you're probably going to probably 217.50. Um, you don't see resistance. What is this? Oh, we're halted again on VXX. What the fuck? I got in 35 calls. Wait, what? Oh, gotcha. I see 40 bucks. Uh, yeah, I see 40 bucks. Straight up. I mean, honestly, it's probably gonna halt a little bit down, but fuck. I mean, yeah, guys, I'm about to hack my lungs out. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hold on to your positions. I'll be back. Apple rejected. Okay, interesting. You're out of Apple. Okay. I'm eyeballing Microsoft right now. Because it does have a pretty good gap to the downside. Yeah, I am. Yes, yes, I am. We're gonna look at next week, March 10th or March 25th, excuse me. Um, and we're gonna look at. We're gonna need to get into this soon. Um, I would do a 270 put. Obviously, for those of you guys that don't have the premium, this week's is okay. You're just gonna have to be a little bit careful. So, with this week's contract, a 270 put could be pretty profitable, or you could just go right outside of the money. So like a 280 put. So I'm gonna wait. I'm watching Microsoft below 279. I think that'll be a good level to take it short. Otherwise, right now, we still have some bullish movement around the market. So mRNA is still down. Excuse me. If you're watching Microsoft and like let's say so this is where somebody with a longer expiration, I will tell you right now that like I have a sneaking suspicion that this is going to bounce and we could move to the upside. A lot of stocks are moving to their upside still, and showing divergence from this downside. So Facebook's bouncing. Apple still looks kind of rough, but Apple looks like it. So Apple looks like a descending triangle right now. Apple has this trend line right here. So below 150.60, like yesterday, you could see Apple 150.24, Apple 147, which ultimately would lead, you would see corresponding movement from Microsoft, I would imagine. So I think I'm going to go with weeklies on this one, though. mRNA is probably not moving for you because you're too far out of the money. You can't be that far out of the money if you want to collect the premium. Um, so remember that like the likelihood of that call going into the money, being that far out of the money, that likelihood goes down a lot. So all right, stocks are moving. AMD just broke out of its flag. Snap puts got you. Were you able to cut them or? It's almost 10:30. Ugh. Let's say you waited too long. Apple's bouncing. Nvidia's moving to the upside. All right. So Microsoft above 180, 185 is green potentially. Right now, we've got Nvidia moving to the upside pretty well. Broke out of that flag really well as well. All right. I think that's working. Did I cut? No, I still have CCL. I still have April 1st CCL. I don't have anything else on it. I have April 1st. I'm still bearish on CCL. New fleet, whatever. Damn, Nvidia. Yo, Nvidia is moving really well. Watch Nvidia to reject 225.50. Right. I think the move up in airlines is also causing a move up in that as well. And there's Microsoft bouncing. Good thing we didn't take anything yet. See what it does that downtrend. Damn, the VIX. Choppy PA right now. You need, yeah, so you rejected 180. So 180 is right above you as a resistance. And then below you've got a small gap. So I think it's more likely you fill your gap first, but nice job, Meat Barn. You're in a Microsoft short here. Nice fill, dude. Hopefully that rejects. I'm going to take that one at 179.50, I think. I'm watching also for a rejection at my daily downtrend, which is 281.73. So if it does break, look at Apple. Look at Apple. Remember, Apple has a gap to the upside above 152.44.
Daddy,
Hey, baby.
I had you that a dog for you. I did for Daddy.
All right, let's see what happens here on Microsoft. Nice rejection. I might fill in one too. What are you in? Candle pushes down. I might, but we'll see. It is kind of crazy right now to be watching um, chip stocks push like this. Just sold my mRNA position from yesterday, 280% return. Nice, dude. Wow. All right, there's Microsoft. I don't want to buy a call on mRNA right here, but it does have a point of control at 140. $143. Give it some time. Broke into its gap. Are you in JD right now? I would be out of most of that. But you do have the rest of the gap at $48. So you have another little small push there. 5-day moving at or 5-200 is 47.33. So point of control is relevant to, so like, let's say I'm looking at the last couple of days, right? And I'm just looking at the 5-minute, knowing where the most recent point of control for me, a lot of the times I want to see a confluence with it. I want to see multiple different, like for here, there's a gap at 139.10. There's also a lot of trading that occurs at this 140 level. This is a psychological number. So I mean, I think about it usually, but when you scroll and move this thing, it usually is relatively accurate for not relatively, it is accurate for where that volume resides and where that point will bounce. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh my. All right, I'm possibly gonna take an Apple call here, guys. Give it one more shot. $154 is the target. You can do weeklies if you want. I would go right outside of the money or do 155s. Obviously, you can go next week if you like less risk. I just took a 155 for this week. 154 is the target. There's a gap to fill at 154.50. Microsoft's going to 281.75, I think. You are at my downtrend, though. This could be a bull trap. And we're about to find out here relatively soon. Stop loss here is below 150.170. Excuse me, 150.150. I'll add if we break and push a little bit further. I might add one more. mRNA could go fill that gap. So SPY just hit resistance. Well, that's one of the reasons. But this is what is supposed to happen at support, and this is when it's the hardest to trade. Is when things are at their daily supports and stuff like that, because it's going to bounce, but it's also going to get shorted somewhere if it doesn't have the conviction to continue going up. So I have one call on Apple right here. So losses are going to happen, guys. They have to happen. We have losses all the time. Or people have losses all the time. I've gone, everybody goes through parts where it's just a part of the game. It's just don't put that much skin out there. Especially, and then the bias, I understand it, especially being a bear myself. Feels completely unnatural to play things to the upside. But yeah, I've got that Apple call right now. It's sitting. And again, I got a good stop loss on it. So Bloomberg terminal alerts today. Holy fuck. I didn't see that. Yeah, right. Yo, look at Tesla. Oh, 807. 807 on Tesla. Yeah, we got the same thing. I'm looking at your linear deviation. But yeah, that looks good. I have the same channel, so. Oh my god, this is so much fun. So here's what I'm thinking. You know, we could be moving up, and we could be moving up because data comes in tomorrow that could already be priced in. If the data is worse or worse than expected, if the if they raise rates more than we anticipate, then we could possibly see a dump. Look for the inverse move. So if it jumps up, wait and reject. Watch for the short. If it goes down, watch for the bounce. So this thing could sit, we could not trade very well today, just simply because it's tomorrow. Or we could delusionally rip up. Who knows? I really would love to know why Chinese stocks in particular. Look at this block put on Friday. Tesla. Ooh, damn. I will never ever just shit show. 2015, it had its chance over here at 85. Next spot I look at is like 60, even get bugged. It's about airlines. Okay, so airline capacity, it's fuel prices, Ukraine stuff. So what's really interesting to me though, Delta Airlines, UAL, do not hedge against oil price fluctuations. Another big one here is VXX. You heard me talk about it before. It spikes like VIX. You can trade the options, whatever. Which was halted. It is up to 41%, 37%. It was up 41%. That's great. Barclays is halting the new share creations of the pure beta oil. So OIL, VXX. Yesterday, Monday morning. Yeah, Fed talks tomorrow. So I will never ever buy a single solitary. Hey Don, that's really awesome, man. That's really really dope. Roku's new high. All right, so I'm going to tell you my concerns right now. If Microsoft drops, it's going to go to 280.22. If it loses 280.22, watch for a drop to low of day. Watch to get faked out, bounce, retest 280 again, and then we could dump. But I am setting alerts right now because it's probably about time for us to hop off. I can tell you guys right now that I do not always, obviously there's plays that I miss because news and stuff like that. I always have Benzinga Pro playing in my ear. Neo's going wild. Oh shit. Dang it. Look at that. Oh my god, dude. That's bonkers. Moves up $2. There's a lot of stocks, guys, that are just moving up. Like I don't know what the hell this is. And I know that you don't own any shares when you buy it, but 2268 ZTO just moved and filled gaps. So we'll see. All right. So right now, guys, we're setting alerts at 151.60 on Apple. We will fall. And I will get out. Guys, it is a tough there is some really good trades. I didn't take you guys have been taking some really great trades. Uh JD, Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, all that good stuff. So Facebook, so Moderna, you guys are taking, and obviously you guys know that's the whole point of what we do. Is we want to see that. That is what we want, so that one day when I'm sick, or you're sick of me, you can do it on your own. So that's the whole goal. And I will tell you guys, and I use these opportunities to remind you that if you feel like you've learned a lot, take a day off. And I mean from us, from live. Take a hour off. Take a cup, maybe have a couple of hours of trading by. You honestly like to hear y'all's opinions. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Uh, but take some whenever you're like, let's say you in the morning have a setup and you see it, right? That's your trade. There is a have listen to your news, right? So that way you can catch any fluctuations or anything crazy kind of changing. But set stop losses, set a lot of alerts, and then try to trade it on your own. That is your next step. That is the next step in trading. And a lot of ones that, and I will say, there's always a double edge to something, but something that group Discord owners or anybody who has a group has to discuss with people, because taking a step off is the only way to know and realize whether you've learned anything. And it also can give you that quiet that you need. So but I oftentimes Manny, oftentimes Atlas, all admins will take a day off from the Discord they work in, or they've helped build. And that's just because we all need silence every once in a while, and a second to step back. So I ain't shorting that thing, dude. You're a madman. um that is R2 4667. Obviously you can look back and see the same thing. This is almost giving you the rounded bottom. Let's step back. Let's go to the hourly first. Okay. Okay. I got you. That makes more sense right there. JD just filled its, or yeah, JD has filled its gap. I know the price action right now on Apple is really intense, guys, but just hold on. So I'll give you, my honest opinion here, on Macy's is obviously, yes, we're up against resistance. This is a place to look for a rejections, of course. And I would say an engulfment below $24. That's where you're going to see, but you're on a pivot point and you're up against resistance. So the beautiful thing about this is now you can wait for this one and this one to get broken, because either way it's going to move. So that being said, this sets up for a wedge. This sets up for a triangle or a flag. So you could see another retest. You could see another leg down, and another bounce off pivot point. You've got 1, 2. So maybe you see a bounce here, retest another one, and then finally a break. A lot of the time that. So think about it this way, and I just brings up another point. Consolidation in like this is always the hardest time to trade. But what happens after this? What happens after the consolidation? After people try and force trade after trade after trade, and trying to anticipate when it's going to break out, rather than letting it break something or break a downtrend or something of that nature. So keep that in mind. Whenever a stock has made a move like this, big bounce, but at some point you will chop in range. or you will consolidate, and you have to anticipate that. And so when you do catch a really good play, why do you think people oftentimes lose money the next day? Because the stock maybe doesn't move the way that it did the day before. But then and I've been through this. You play the, you guys have seen me go through it with Macy's, to be exact. You take the trade, it's still consolidating. It's still consolidating. It could have broken. You could have waited. I could have waited. And then when I cut, it moves, right? And then you're like, ugh. And then it feels like you missed the entire thing. So having patience, setting a lot of alerts, and is your best friend. So if you're watching Macy's, you know, like good alerts to set are 23.95. Good alerts to set are 24.85 to or 24.85 to the upside. And you can set an alert on your trend line. So, but anyway, something to think about. Jeez. Alrighty then. No, I think that's a bad idea right now. Maybe soon, but not right now. Why? That's why. Well, that would be a reason why too, but if you did reject, so you need 226.90, 227 reject. So set an alert below the bottom of the candle, 222, right? Because when you lose that candle, that's your rejection. Why? Go look right here. I'm gonna start doing that more often. Why? Um, so look at that. Bounce, flag, breakdown, rejection, rejection. So this is a key level, and a loss of this candle would signify a rejection. Um, yeah, that was an Ace Ventura. You said TSM moving hard. Why did Microsoft do that? So that's why I didn't want to take Microsoft right there. I wonder, did we build a wedge or something? What are we doing here? Please set alerts on Apple. Maybe before you send what you said applies to that strategy also. Yes. Does back have some room? I need next week 41. Bank of America looks like a wedge, a bear flag, something creepy. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Yeah, it's got room to the downside too, so you could actually move up and hit 42.40, and that'll actually fill the rest of your gap, and then you could potentially reject and fall. But said AMD gap. Oh yeah, it does have a gap up there, doesn't it? Well, it just rejected 108.23, so candle open above 108.23, and yeah, I'll take AMD to the upside, but I'm not gonna buy it now. We'll take it in a little bit. All right, those of you guys on YouTube, I will be on, I guess I'll have to use Twitter Spaces, but you guys can, I'll tweet out. So if you guys make sure you're following me on Twitter, you guys can hop in there. Apple Car team dissolve and 2020 launch may be in doubt. Oh, shit. But I will be on either A, when we break range, or B, at power hour. So, guys, we are prepping. So if you're having a hard time or if you had a hard day, we are prepping for the move that is likely to come in the next couple of days. Um, there's a lot going around right now circulating about potential increased volatility, warning brokers and stuff like that. So all that stuff is worth considering. AMD actually looks really good for a 115 call long if this does, because if you look at resistance right there, it actually looks like you might get a cool retest on that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and he just took a weekly put. Okay. Cross. Oh, Jean Paul. Amazing. What a rip. I think Tesla goes to 810. Oh, Apple's moving up. Let's go. All right, guys. I am target on Apple's 153.90. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'm going to use my 5-minute 9-day moving average as a stop loss on Apple. Now that we're up and kind of moving, we're up about 5%, we have a little bit of a liberty to use our entry as our exit or this night. So if we lose the 9-day moving average, because I'm telling you guys right now, with Microsoft moving and setting up the way that it is, and Apple adhering to this almost the same setup right now, it's got me a little bit spooked. So use that 9-day moving average stop loss. It's a weekly contract. We're not holding those. If you have something other than a weekly contract, feel free to operate within those guidelines as you wish. But tough trading days happen usually during the setup for better trading days. It's got to look ugly before it looks better. So if this is just consolidation, obviously AMD, Nvidia, all of these other ones have broken range to move to the upside. But the fact of the matter is obviously Apple's not moving that well, and we don't want to chase green candles. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hop off, but I will be on if anything happens, if we do get any news. And again, please adhere to your stop loss. Don't compromise, and know that we can always re-enter. We will make money. We will do it later on. It is not ever worth, it is always worth losing a little bit rather than hoping. If you feel yourself hoping, stop it and try and reel it back in. Cut it, even if it restricts you and you miss a move, guys. I have been trading, for a while. There's a lot of experience in this group, and I can promise you that all of us have missed some of the most incredible moves ever, right? I didn't trade all of Tesla after the split or all of Apple. Did I catch bits and pieces of it? Yeah, but it almost seemed unreal. I couldn't, it was every time you take it, it would just go to 100%. So, um, next week you need to teach me how to set a stop loss. So, can I look at JD before I go? Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, Sneeze got some. Yeah, but Snee does some weird rituals, So he's probably got like some psychic properties. Snee be doing some weird stuff. Talks between Amazon and India's future to settle commercial dispute failed over U.S. firms' demand over 200. He does that thing with the goat. I'm just kidding. They have to do it to keep the Dow Jones. I'm a very stereotypical software developer. Nice. So JD hit and crushed its gap, and now it's pulling back down to retest the level that it broke. That's 45.75, 45.65. So if you're looking for a bounce, look for that. I am willing to bet that this high and this wick is your downtrend. So watch for a retest of that potential downtrend. If you do remain bullish, if you do not, see you later. So you're probably going to flush because this was a technical gap fill. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I don't like that, but you're shorting. All right. Well, you want to make sure you lose that level. Do I think Kroger has more downside? Yes, I do. Deutsche Bank fined for dark pool routing violations. Interesting. Interesting. So let's be clear here on Facebook or on Kroger. 54.24 or 22 is a big ass level. You lose it, you don't. You don't, you bounce back up to 56. So you can rip me the slingshot in Miami. I always wanted to get shot out of a slingshot. That'd be fun. Also want to do that squirrel suit thing. So one day. Saudi Arabia considers accepting yuan instead of dollars for Chinese oil sales. Sheesh. Why did I just do that? Anyone else a trophy husband? Damn. No. I should get told to take out the trash.
Which slingshot would you choose?
Oh, it's a car.
Top of the morning.
The morning. Cool. I'm not super confident in Apple trade anymore. It has to do something. It's being so dumb. Wait, you got a 30% discount on what? What you got? Oh, you own slingshots? In Miami? Hot damn. I want to do that. I want to drive fast. I could be in Miami tomorrow. What are you talking about? Pull up on Manny in a slingshot? Mm-hmm. I'm in Georgia. Savannah. On an island. Well, hell yeah, Apple. You guys green on Apple? It just broke up. Whee! 17%. All right, guys. I gotta go. Take profits when you see them. Still short on Microsoft. Open divergence right now, but I'll be back in just a little bit. So have a good afternoon. I'll see you shortly. Peace.